Yes, sir. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time to bring the teams out. Introducing team number 1. Let's go ahead and give it up to REKT.
Gets 3. Basil on fire.
Really good.
But, oh, he gets nice grenade.
We're not live, don't worry. We can talk. All right.
In the smoke, Clev's gonna hear the coughing. Oh God, Clev is clutch.
Nice. This is fire.
Back exposed. Harmac doing some damage. That's 2 down.
He's got a nade. He puts it out. I had no go for the charge.
Sick on the man.
Oh, in the forest. Natics defending side, it looks like Air 404 coming up through the skate park, coming up hard. Natics swings, he gets 1, he gets 2, 3, 4 go down. And
Shellstep getting elimination on a card. Badger down next. Shellstep picking up another one on Cobra. Turkey's dropped by Chillstep. Man, Chillstep 12-4 right now, man.
Use this time to warm up.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and make some noise for REKT right here on the main stage.
Yeah!
I love it. All right, so I'm here with the captain right now. My man's Chillstep, and Chill, is this your first professional LAN that you've played at?
First one we've ever played. Thank you, VAIL. Thank you, IVRL. This has been amazing. First time I've seen some of these guys since ever. Like, we've been playing for 3 years, some of us, and just being able to see them in person here now is amazing. And just ready to play, ready to go.
Let's go. I absolutely love it. Now, one more question before you jump into the first match of the event and the first match of the day, okay? You're going against Cobra Cartel, a team that everyone's calling an underdog that you have to watch out for. But the question to you is, what should they watch out for when going against your team?
You know, what they're used to. They've been playing against us for a while. We've been scrimming all the time. We've played together in the qualifiers, and they know what's coming.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, now it's about that time to also introduce the opponents. Let's give it up for Cobra Cartel. That was perfect, by the way. Come on. Yes.
I think they walk out after the video.
Orzo getting vision and Z-Link picking up Deuce. Orzo finding Hoggins and now finds Oblivion. That time. Z-Link, couple of good entries on Skyla and Deuce. Z-Link a third on Oblivion. Now. The fourth on Hoggins. Incredible play here from Z-Link.
Wow, Michael with a nice double. Michael might get a pick here. Oh, and he gets 2!
Yeah!
All right, let's go ahead and give it up for Cobra Cartel. There we go. Smooth intro right here to the main stage. The underdogs of the event.
They did it!
Get ready to take it to the next step.
Oh, yeah. I love that intro. I wanted them to do that. I egged them on to
There we
do
go.
that.
Crowd,
This
let's
is
go
so
ahead.
powerful.
Let's make some noise. Let's go ahead and live them up right now. All right, all right. So I'm here on the main stage with one of the big dogs on this team and one of the big dogs in this game in general. We're talking about Orzo, a man that has been on absolute fire, and you can definitely check it out with his gameplay. Now, Orzo, my question to you is, man, how are you feeling about this event so far, and are you excited for the first matchup of the day against a team like REKT?
Yeah, they're not that good. It's our nature to just destroy teams. You know, we're chilling.
All right, so I asked them what you guys need to worry about going against them, but my question to you is, what does REKT have to watch out when playing against your team?
They'll figure that out.
All right, so, hey, good luck, and hope you guys crush it, all right? Ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and get this match underway, but before we do, once again, send us back over to the commentator desk. Fellas, take it away.
Love the confidence there.
Oh,
You got to
yeah.
respect that.
Absolutely.
You got to respect that.
Absolutely. You
Out
got to
the
come in
door.
with confidence.
Smack talk straight back at them. They know they're the underdogs. They know they got something to prove.
I love it.
They're hungry. You love to see it.
Yeah,
Love
absolutely.
to see it.
Yeah, REKT coming in as #1 seed here for today on the online seeding. Cobra Cartel coming in at #4. It is a little bit of the underdog, but we're talking about people with only a couple hundred hours in the game, like we mentioned. So it's hard to just base things off of what we've seen in VAIL and what we're seeing recently in the past couple months. REKT being a team that's been around, for a few years together. I mean, most of their core is a 3-year team. They're running along for about 3 years, and with the addition of Clevin Nadix only being around for a couple months now. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of chemistry they're going to have and bring today.
Yeah, I mean, they're a team that have probably scrimmed against REKT one of the most. So they've played, these teams, of all the people here, they know each other the best.
Yeah, and
right?
they're not afraid to face each other. So they're going in with some confidence.
Yeah, you just don't know what Cobra Cartel have been hiding from REKT in these scrims, because they've just been learning. They've been making those notes, they've been doing their homework, they've been bringing it here. They want to bring fire. They want to bring those venoms into play,
Right.
Yeah, most teams are going to try and take it a little bit easy in scrims, read out their opponents a little bit. You never really want to leave all your cards on the table, right? Kind of a game of chess, a little bit of a mind game, especially when you're IGLing over 10 rounds on one side, right? You want to make those reads, and you want to try to adjust properly for that kind of stuff. So it's going to be really interesting to see what these guys got playing on this stage. I mean, this is, I think, the first LAN event any of these players have actually really ever played at, so should be good.
Yeah, I think we're just going to roll and explain it just for the people who don't know. We're just going to roll and explain it to explain the artifact mode and hopefully the map that are coming up. So let's cut to that so the people know what they're seeing. Hopefully.
It's coming.
It's on the big screen.
Hopefully the people at home can. All right, so artifact mode is you've got 2 artifacts, point A and point B, right? The Rayab team are the defenders of it. The colonists have a puck which scans the artifacts. They can choose to attack either site. The 2-minute round. So the moment they get there, it doesn't matter if there's 1 second left or 2 minutes left. The moment they get that scan in, it's a 45-second round from that moment on. And the colonists then become the defenders. Rayab, who were the defenders, become the attackers. They need to retake that site, and they have 45 seconds to try and disable that scan before it goes through.
Yeah, keep in mind that each of the first rounds on the half are pistol rounds, so players will only have a pistol. You might see some weird strats or some stuff kind of pulled out of the bag. 5-man rushes, we see that a lot on pistols, so should be interesting to see what these teams have been working on for their pistol rounds.
Yeah, I'm hyped. The best thing, I'm terrible at pistol rounds, but when we go into pistol rounds, that is all hype. It's all aggression. You have 5 guys, 5 guns, bam, bam, like everyone is on point. When it comes to the normal rounds, people are taking the time. On pistol rounds, it is fire. Everyone is fired up, everyone is glued in, everyone is targeting, and they're all going for the same people. And I'm terrible at it.
Yeah, for the pistol rounds, I mean, in the past we've had, we're looking at some of the stats here throughout the playoffs and throughout the online seeding matchups. REKT being 17 out of 18 pistol rounds.
17 out of 18?
Yes, they've only lost 1 pistol round in the last 18 rounds. So that's something to behold there. You have Cobra Cartel. They're struggling a little bit on their pistol rounds, so they've only won 7 out of 18. So
yeah, but let's go back. You're telling me REKT, out of 18 pistol rounds they played through to the qualifiers, through to this point.
Through the playoffs and through the online season.
1.
They've only lost 1.
Wow, okay. I think statistically, like teams who win the pistol rounds in these games go on to, if they win both pistol rounds, it's like a 75% chance they're going to win the entire game.
Well, I don't know about those percentages.
You know,
we'll go with it.
I didn't make it up. I didn't make it up. The facts, maybe. But anyway.
There is some significant momentum to be gained there for the first round, especially like on a stage like this. You know, tensions are high, emotions are high, right? You get that first pistol round, like that's a confident boost, right?
Oh, yeah.
So we'll probably see whoever takes that pistol round likely to come out to an early lead just due to that fact, right? You start feeling really good about that first round win.
Yeah.
That can be a huge, huge
Oh,
factor.
yeah, you get that boost straight out of the gate. Now, we have to remember there's lots of different weapons in this game, right? And everyone's practicing those different weapons. People lose focus and lose sight of the fact that there are a minimum 2 pistol rounds per game. That's 2 points, you know, and you need, in this situation, you need 9 to take the map. And, you know, those 2 points are key. Right. So people who haven't been practicing the pistol game, specifically the pistol game, are going to be people who are losing out. And we know that REKT know this stuff. Right. And we know Cobra have been lagging behind by your stats. Have they been doing their homework? Have they been catching up? Have they been doing, like, just grinding out the pistols?
Yeah, it's going to be something to see here. We'll find out on the first round coming up. And as we can see on the cameras, folks, you know, this is VR. This is, you know, the motions, the movements that they're making is real life in the game. You know, it's not sitting at a desk. It's not sitting at a keyboard or a mouse. So you have to reload. You have to hold your gun up. You know, there's a lot of energy and strength that involves in this game as well.
Yeah, there's definitely a factor of physical endurance that plays into playing VR versus sitting in a keyboard with a mouse and keyboard. Like, it's not, you know, not to take away from that, but VR is a whole different ball game, right? And like you said before, like some of these players only have up to 200 hours or whatever in the game, but there's a lot of transitional skills from their backgrounds in different VR games that they played. So should be really, really interesting watching these guys and see how they do on this kind of world stage that we're at right now.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, like, we can't take away from the physicality of VR. When you watch you guys, everyone who's live in the audience, you're in for such a treat because you get to see the game and you get to see these guys playing constantly. Now, it is all about that physicality. Throwing that nade is not a pressing G. You are throwing that nade. It's all about your arm movement. It's all about that practice muscle memory. You're not just holding down a button and knowing where that nade is going to land. These are practice moments. Every time we go crazy about a grenade like takeout, when we see a multi-frag from a nade, that is someone's skill coming into it. That is someone who's, you know, in real life,
it's like playing basketball or throwing darts or something. You know, you don't have a cursor on your screen or in your headset to say, I'm going to throw it perfectly at this distance, at this, you know, altitude or whatever it may be, right? So it's all about when you release that trigger. And, you know, it's the precision timing of it, the strength of your arm. You know, the utility is going to be an amazing factor here today as well.
Yeah, and just things like reloading weapons. Again, the cameras will cut to it. People from home will be able to see it. People live will definitely be able to see it. When you see them, like, doing the things where their hands are underneath each other and you just see this quick flick action, is because they're reloading. And again, in a game, you press R, it reloads. Right. And it doesn't, you know, different weapons have different reload speeds. But in VR, you know, it mimics reality. If you get that muscle memory down with unloading, reloading, cocking the gun, you're ready to go. And people do that in like under half a second. You know, they do it in a quarter of a second. And it is a practiced momentum.
Yep. Yeah. And I think we'll be going into Kitty here as our first map. So talking about nades, we're probably going to see a lot of big nade plays. I mean, teams have been putting in time. It's such a small CQB map with a lot of really tight corridors. So it'll be really interesting to see what kind of nades we see coming out today.
Kitty, a.k.a. the artillery map. We're about to go live, ladies and gentlemen. Get some noise, everyone. First round, let's go!
Match 1 powered by Liv as well here as we get into match number 1.
Oh, yeah. Powered by Liv. If you don't know what Liv is on a mission to empower content creators and game developers to share their experiences in VR. Recommend you check it out if you're into any type of streaming or anything like that. Powered by Liv, match number 1.
Let's get into it, boys.
I believe they're in the game practicing right now, and we are live.
Round number 1.
Round number 1.
Yeah, round number 1 here.
I've got a screen in front of me, but I want to watch this thing behind me.
Cobra Cartel.
Wow, Clev nade straight out of the gate takes out Patia.
Cobra Cartel here starting on Colonist, setting up. Orzo's going to take down Tarmac. We're in a 4-on-3 right now as Clev grabs Orzo. That's a 2K from Clev right away, holding that long A area here. Now Z-Link and Michael coming out right now.
And this is the pistol round we were talking about, ladies and gentlemen. So different to the rest of the game. Nades coming in, Chillstep picking up his link. Again, Cobra Cartel on the attack. It is 2 versus 1 situation now.
Now it's all up to Goodbet in a 1 versus 2 situation against Basil and Nadix. Goodbet has sight control, but Basil's pressuring right now from the CTA connector here. Goodbet's going to trade with Basil, and that's going to be the first round in favor of REKT. 1-0. We've got our first round complete here in Miami.
Yeah, absolutely. Beautiful job by REKT as they push 4 through A, 1 through mid there. Beautiful nade right off the bat. And then beautiful nade by Nadix, and then also right there by Clev.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've just seen the first round REKT taking the very first point in the Miami Major. And, you know, it went down to a 1-0. There was one REKT player alive. And ladies and gentlemen, if that isn't a sign of what's to come, I don't know what is. Coming down to one player left on the map is exactly what we want to see.
Yeah, now it looks like Cobra Cartel going to be setting up for a B push possibly here with one player in middle right now. Setting up. They're watching for the nades. I mean, we were talking about it earlier. The nades can be so deadly coming out of that skate park area.
Focusing on Goodbet right now. Z-Link, we can see right now that Cobra Cartel, 4-man push on the B side with one in the middle trying to hold that middle ground. That middle ground's so important because as the rotates come in, the takeouts are super important. Being able to hold that mid ground, cutting it down. You see here now Cobra Cartel trying to take that middle ground. Now the key thing about REKT is they're a very adaptive team, right? They don't go in with preset tactics. They go in and learn about the enemy. Goodbet taking out Basilmaz as the first kill coming out from Cobra Cartel.
Yeah, and REKT's going to be rotating over to the B site now. Cobra Cartel has good site control right now, and we're into a 2-on-2 situation. We've got Orzo and Patia against Chillstep and Clev. Orzo takes down Clev, but Chillstep grabs Orzo. Now it's a 1v1.
No, Z-Link and Patia are still up. It's a 2-versus-1 situation, and they've got site control. The scan, the very scan of the day has gone in. We've got 38 seconds left on the clock. Chillstep, the last REKT player standing, he has about 27 seconds to get in there and disable that scan. The scan going in there, beautiful. You can see it as it lifts up, and the artifact gets scanned. Once it's completed, it doesn't matter how many people are left. Chillstep now down to 1-versus-1. Chillstep versus Patia. And he takes him down. Wow, 2-versus-1 situation. He takes it, and he's got enough time to disable the scan as well. Once again, one player left on the REKT side. You'll love to see it. The scan comes disabled, and REKT 2-0 up.
Yeah, we've seen a beautiful job there, again, by REKT. You know, running that 4 and 1. They're pushing one through the middle, taking control of the middle, stopping those rotations. But good retake there by the defense as they did get in there, get the retake. They were there, 2v1. But, man, Chillstep with the clutch at the end there, grabbing a 2-1. And stopping that scan.
Listen, I know I said REKT. You know, everyone's like, hey, REKT's the best, REKT's the best. I said Cobra Cartel, don't slouch.
No, it's close. It's
I know
close.
it's 2-0, but Cobra Cartel are in this.
Yes, they are.
Baze coming out to the lower skate here. Nobody's going to get picked up on that. Basil's going to be pushing through. Good aggressive play there by Basilmaz as he takes down Orzo. Goodbet's going to find Tarmac in the middle. Now he's going to fall back a little bit here. Cobra not able to really find any map control. Basil's in a really aggressive position right now. He's going to fight Patia here. Neither player's going to find each other as they trade shots back and forth.
I just want to point out as well, Chillstep was going to be one of my picks for the player of the day. And at the moment, he is 6-1. Nadix finding one. Clev finding Goodbet. 2-versus-4 situation with Cobra Cartel on the minus.
And Michael has a little bit of mid control here as looks like Z-Link's rotating over to A right now. Neither player has the scanner, though.
Right, you see the scanner is down in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, and it is now a 1-versus-3 situation, but this is a player who can pull it back. I mean, at the end of the day, Mikkel VR is taken down. He's a good player, but not good enough to take down 3 REKT players by himself in this situation.
Yeah, it's just been the dominance of REKT right now. I mean, they're taking control of the mid, they're taking control of skate park, connecting on their shots. It's just been great. It's been amazing shots here so far.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're seeing the artilleries coming out. We're seeing those early nades from both teams, and we're seeing the frag refrag. That's the first round that we've seen so far today where there's been more than one player left standing at the end of it.
Yeah, it's interesting to see here. Cobra Cartel setting up the exact same way once again. They're really trying to commit on this B site here. They're not making any adjustments right now. Nade's trading out. Z-Link's going to pick up Basil. Nice pick there from Z-Link onto the site. Now it's all up to Nadix left on site here as Cobra's going to be pushing up here with 3 members coming through the cave right now. Michael's going to grab one with a nade. Nadix going to take it on one. That's Z-Link done. Michael's going to be pushing around here.
They're still doing a hard B push, though. They're not giving up on it. Nadix taking down 1. Nadix down 2. There's on a 3K right now, ladies and gentlemen. Goodbet taking out Chillstep, but Nadix is still on site. Nadix the 1. Everyone knows who Nadix is. If you know anything about VAIL, you know who this player is, and he is holding the B site. He's famous for holding the KDB site. Clev on the side, though, picking up Patia, comes in from the flank. Goodbet now pushing through the center. He's all alone. He was in a situation where it's 3-versus-2, and now it's all on Goodbet, but Goodbet has been delivering the goods today so far. It's a Goodbet. He has a chance. Or not. Clev takes him down, putting REKT 4-0 up on the first map of the day at the Miami VAIL Major.
Yeah, great defense there. Is like Radar mentioned, is Nadix always on that B side. Nadix has been playing that B as long as I can remember the last few matches that we've seen, and he's been holding it down quite well. Running 4-1-1 right now, just dominating his side and holding things in. Clev usually running that middle side, running 7-2-0. Just both of these guys really confident and connecting on their shots.
You can see a little bit of adjustment here from Cobra Cartel as they're going to send one towards the A site here, 1-1-3 setup. Hopefully trying to take advantage of maybe a fake onto A, possibly an elite execute B. What do you think here, Radar?
I think that the actual slow play, they're not making noise anyway, really. They are pushing out a B. They're looking over here, look at me, look at me, look at me. Meanwhile, we do have a quiet player on the other side of the map. We have, I believe it's Orzo just quietly biding his time, waiting for that noise to be made so that he can sweep in and make some plays.
Yeah,
1-1-3.
Cobra Cartel really playing slowly here, trying to feel out REKT, trying to find any gaps in the defense. Maybe they can make an early pick and try and execute. We haven't seen much of the coordinated nade artillery that we've seen previously on this map. Here
Coming out
from Michael.
We see a rotate through the middle now, so they've given up on the 8 side. You see, wow, first nade. Basilmas taking down Orzo. That was Cobra Cartel on a 4 versus 5 situation. They're still dedicated to this B side push. They're not rotating out. They are in this to win this.
Yeah, Z-Link trying to work up at the B there, find anybody on site as Chillstep and Tarmac are now rotating that. They're going to have to deal with 4 members of REKT that are now on the B side of the site. Cobra Cartel does have a decent amount of control here.
And this is what I'm talking about. REKT are an adaptive play team. They know what the enemy team's doing. They work off it quickly. They do not stand back. They don't let the other players take the momentum. They hear it, they react to it, they take down straight away. And again, we are in a 1 versus 4 situation. A Cobra Cartel came out the gates with great momentum. REKT have taken that momentum straight back, and it is 5-0 in REKT favor right now.
Yeah, Cobra Cartel they're having a tough time getting through mid. They're getting into skate park, but they're not being able to push through as REKT is doing a great job as they're rotating in and they're just pouncing. They're circling in on Cobra Cartel and surrounding them and really keeping them confined. One big thing we're seeing right now is Orzo, who is normally their top shooter on Cobra Cartel, is struggling a little bit today at 2-5-1. So we really need to see Orzo pick things up here to help their team out.
Yeah, there's definitely a level of comfort that you need to have to be able to perform your best. And, I mean, these players are still adjusting to it. I'm sure that we'll see that change over time. And here comes a quick execute from Cobra Cartel. Smoke's coming out all over the A side.
All right, here we go. It's a strong push on A side. Smokes are out. Look at the momentum. They are charging through. They've got the smokes down.
Oh,
Clev and Chillstep. It's 2K straight out of the gate. 4 down. Wow, and just like that, REKT show that they understand their enemy. Like, Cobra came in with such dominance, such ferocity, pushing through to A site. But REKT immediately reacted. Like, they shut down the push from every angle, and that's one of Cobra's main strikes. I mean, that is something they practice time and time again, and they have great success with it. But REKT, knowing their enemy, playing to their strengths, shutting down that push.
And Cobra Cartel going to be setting up with a kind of similar strategy here. Lots going towards the A site here. One in the middle, a 4-1 push right here. Let's see if they take it quickly again, or they're going to try and go for a little bit of a slower push.
Listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But it was pretty broke last time. Oh, we see a
flop
flub nade that bounces back, almost takes out the user.
Orzo trying to quickly come out here, but Goodbet steaming through middle, picks up Clev. Tarmac going to trade the frag on him. Chillstep's going to grab Katia with a nade. Tarmac's going to grab Orzo. And just like that, it's all up to 2 members of Cobra Cartel as Michael takes down Chillstep.
Wow, but look at the 2 remaining Cobra Cartel players have no help to speak of. You throw a stone at them, it's going to take them both out.
Yeah, they're in trouble here with limited site control, and all 3 members are REKT right there. Tarmac's going to pick up Michael, and now it's all up to Z-Link as he trades with, well, goes down to Tarmac after he picks up Basil, and that's going to be 7-0 in favor of REKT right now.
You know, I almost picked up on Tarmac there. He was, just a second ago, Tarmac was 0-5-2, and straight away Tarmac brings it back. He's laying down that concrete. He's back up to 5 kills.
Yeah, right now what we're seeing is, the amazing angles and, the ability for REKT to hold those angles and know the angles to watch and then, those crosshairs and be able to hit those shots. That's the biggest thing right there is those angles and and hitting those shots. They're not allowing Cobra Cartel really to move much.
I believe we're going to be going into a quick technical pause, so stay tuned. I mean, this is a live event. It's virtual reality. It's always going to have a few hiccups to start the day.
You got that right. Hey, it is esports, right? Shout out to technology. But also, let's talk about the game that we're currently watching right now. When it comes to Cobra Cartel going against REKT, I mean, hey, REKT is on a tear at the moment.
Yeah, they are, and they have been throughout the playoffs and also through the online seeding. I mean, their KD and their ratio of kills to death ratio of all of over 1. They're at 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 1.5 KD ratio. you got Cobra Cartel. They're struggling a little bit on that side. They, a few of them under 1, but a couple of them over 1. Like I mentioned earlier, Orzo was their top shooter, and right now he's struggling.
Chillstep did it. We saw that 1v2. It was absolutely crazy. Seems like Cobra Cartel, they need some type of spark of their own to really gather their first round, right?
All right, listen, I had the joy and the absolute pleasure of interviewing both these teams, having spent time with them. I was told that Cobra Cartel, if you get down, remember, you've played this game, you know this team, you spent the hours, forget you're on stage, you're in the game, you're playing the game you know, play it as best you can.
Yes, sir. And also, last but not least, Cobra Cartel, we're looking at them to really try to even this game out right now. What's something that you want to see from them, or do you want to see them step up in a way?
I think right now they're not using enough coordinated utility, right? They got to get those nades on positions that they know REKT are in and trying to get a couple more entries before they execute on site. REKT is doing a really good job of staying back before getting in the fights. Cobra needs to bring the fight to them, get those entries, execute on site, get some control.
Yes, sir. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, as we go ahead and get this game together, let's go ahead and get some tunes as I toss it over to the DJ. Let's go.
Right, and I think we are about to get back into, round 8? Round 7 is about to go back live. REKT versus Cobra Cartel.
Let's hear it up, folks.
Woo!
Let's go.
Miami Major, baby. It's been a long road. We're here, and we're ready to get back into this.
Yeah, Cobra Cartel still on attack here, down 7-0, but they've had a lot of time to talk about this and get ready for this. What do you think they're going to change up here, Lampy?
Yeah, like I think we mentioned earlier, is the communication between their utility. A lot of nades that need to be hitting, and smokes and cutting off the lanes. Because right now, REKT has every angle covered basically when they're coming through a site, and we need to get some utility on that.
Yep. Well, we cannot stress enough, right, that the break that Cobra Cartel had could have been what they needed to get themselves back into this game. They've had a chance to talk through what's been going wrong, hopefully come up with what should go right, what they need to change. We can see right now, it is a 1, slowing down the 5 on the side, just waiting for those defenses, those counter frags, the utility to be used up, and they are biding their time. They've changed their approach, and they're not just going in with a Cobra strike straight from the get-go. They are being slithery, quiet snakes.
Yeah, they're definitely slowing down here, trying to bait some of the utility out from REKT. They've already burned 30 seconds right off the clock there. 4 setting up in the lower B skate park here, trying to work up slowly, trying to get some entries. REKT's not overexposing, though. They're playing conservative positions, though. They're not really giving Cobra any free picks, which could be a difference maker here because they're going to have to force themselves onto the site in order to get anything done.
Yeah, I mean, I keep saying REKT are a very adaptive team. They work off the intel they have. They work fast. If they don't have any intel, then they're just sitting there ambling. They're getting a bit antsy, and this might give Cobra the opportunity to get some free picks straight off the bat.
Here we go. They're pushing in. They're going through the cave. Utility's coming out. Orzo, good bet. Michael coming up towards the alley area. Zealing's trying to go to work on Nadix as Tarmac picks up Orzo. Michael gets Tarmac.
And the Cobras go live.
Hazel's
3 versus 4, REKT with a 4. 1-player advantage, 2-player advantage. Nadix, the B-player holder, takes down 2K, baby.
Huge play from Nadix there. Only
What
5
the heck on the 3K?
clock.
Brings it back for REKT. 8-0 right now.
Nadix is so strong on that B site hold, man.
Yeah, he's dominant over there. I mean, it was a great job by Cobra Cartel, playing it slow, playing it quiet, not allowing that early rotations to come in from REKT. But that 1-minute timer hit and Cobra Cartel took off. That was their moment. That was their time. But Nadix with the defensive utility that he threw out into the cave slowed things down. They weren't able to make that push together. And then all of a sudden he just picked up 2 and then 3 for the win.
But what do you do? What do you do? You're Cobra Cartel. You've bided your time. You've waited for the utility to be wasted. You come in at a 1-minute strike, and it's... I mean, what do you do? What do you do? Like, REKT just immediately all over it. You shut it down and we see another strike. Great grenade from Patir in the center, picking up Tarmac.
Yeah, that was a big nade on them coming out middle. REKT now is on pistol round here as they've switched sides to Colonists, running a modified format today, 1st and 9 for the couple first matches. So Basil, Chillstep, and Nadix going to be working up slowly here, trying to get into position, trying to find an entry here before they explode out.
Yeah, so we've had the round swap. We should have mentioned it. So now Cobra Cartel are on the defense. They are 1 point away from losing map 1, the map they need. They can still bring it back. It's been done before. And we see a great grenade from Claire picking up Mikkel.
Yeah, huge explode here from Claire, pushing out, getting the nades down. Basil's going to take down another. That was
the aggression all over A side. You can see that Cobra Cartel are struggling to get back in time. Nadix taking down Patia. The scan is in. It is a 2 versus 4 situation now. Cobra Cartel is all down to just Orzo. He's the only man who can stop REKT from taking map 1. Does he have what it takes? The scan's going in. He's got about 25 seconds to get in there, disable the scan. But look at REKT. They are all over the site. They are slowed down. They're covering the corners. They know this game.
There's Chillstep, takes him down. REKT's going to take map number 1 here at the Miami VAIL Major.
Yeah, amazing job by REKT, man. They played that slow and steady right there. They were creeping through the museum side, and just not giving off any of that intel, not giving off any of that communication beforehand, and then just the nades were released, man. It was like Tony Stark calling in for that Jericho missile. I mean, it just nades all over the place on A. They're taking down a few kills, and it's just getting that game.
That's, I mean, we said REKT, right? I mean, I gave Cobra Cartel plaudits, but end of the day, I mean, they put up a great fight, but when REKT started going, they didn't stop. They just kept rolling and rolling and rolling. And, man, what a match. REKT straight out of the gates destroyed that. Cobra Cartel put up a good fight, but, the freight train that was REKT, just, once it picked up momentum, there's no stopping it. You saw the pistol kills. It finished with 4 up on REKT, and Cobra Cartel cut to ribbons.
Yeah, that's been their MO throughout the pistol rounds, coming through the playoffs and through the online seeding, and that's what's been showing on the stats. Again, another game with no pistol rounds lost. So,
what does that make now? 19 out of 20?
19 out of 20. Yeah, 19 out of 20 pistol rounds there for REKT.
Did you happen to see who was the top fragger on that?
I didn't. No, the screen cut away, and we didn't get to see who the top fragger was. But I mean, it seemed like everybody was a part of it. There was no stragglers. Yeah.
Able to join the discussion as well, but REKT absolutely dominated map number 1 right there. But one of the biggest plays that we saw recently, right? Nadix holding down that site. The guy is an absolute anchor. He's a tank.
Yeah, I mean, Nadix, everybody, it's a new and upcomer, new and upcomer guy in the game. Nobody really knows who this guy is. No, we're kidding. Nadix has actually has the most hours in VAIL than anybody. So he's running just over 800 hours in the game. So he's, I think, double past the closest guy next to him, which is the guy on their team is Clev, and Clev is running about 400 and some hours in the game. So Nadix showing his experience, but even though with the 800 hours, we got guys here with 60 to 100 hours as well, just getting as many kills and playing just as well. So, the hours can do something, but they're not doing everything. It's all about the chemistry in the team and, the angles that you're holding and the shots that you're making.
You're right, and I definitely want to see some utility play coming as well, like you said. Now, on that Nadix push, he was able to get a 3-piece, and it was about 4 seconds in time that he could have been bombed out. A little bit of crowd control could have helped him out. Cobra Cartel, they have to find a way to attack these sites more efficiently next time.
Yeah, Nadix is doing a really good job slicing the pie, taking the angles, slowing it down, and fighting one-on-one. That's really the critical aspect of his B-site hold that's getting him so many kills, right? He's taking one fight, he's re-peeking and taking another fight. He's not overcommitting, he's not overswinging, he's not exposing himself to too many players, and that's how you hold B-site. It's textbook.
Absolutely. I think we're going to cut to a Mar explainer. We're going to talk about the up-and-coming map. It's another completely different map to Kitty. There are CQB aspects to it, but we're going to see it on the big screen. And right there, you see it, Mar. A much larger map. The CQB still exists when you get close to the sites, but there are a lot of long ranges, and these guys have been finding every single last angle that you can find on this map to hold from long ranges and get those picks. And again, this is one where you hold the center ground, you have the high ground, and you know what the big thing about Mar is, right? Verticality.
Yep.
There are multiple levels across the entirety of this map, and it changes every aspect of it for the better.
Yeah, Mar's going to play completely different, really, than Kitty. Mar is much larger, and it's also the rotations are going to take a lot longer. Now, the one cool thing about Mars we also going to see in the game there is we got zip lines in the game. So while you're holding the zip line, it's a one-handed zip line. It can come across the entire map. And, on that zip line, you can also shoot.
We are going to talk a little bit about and show the main sponsor for Match 1, that being...
Yeah, powered by Liv. Match number 1 is powered by Liv. Once again, if you don't know what Liv is on a mission to empower content creators and help share their experiences in VR.
Yeah. And you see a lot of content creators use this constantly. You see the avatars instead of the actual, the characters in the game. If anyone has ever seen any VR content, you've probably seen Liv, because it is the #1 and the best tool to be using, especially when they're content creating.
Yeah, and Liv has been working with AxeLab to develop first-party integration with the game with all kinds of gun smoothing and aim in when you're sighting and all that. It's actually really cool what the team is doing over there.
Yeah, I recently downloaded Liv as well, for when I, have my POVs going as well. And, when you lift your gun up, Liv puts it into that first-person point of view. Yep. And once you put your gun down, it puts you in an over-shoulder cam. You don't have to edit that later on. It edits for you while you're in-game. Amazing product.
One of my best friends is a guy called Lonely Viper. He creates a lot of content. Let's hear it for Lonely Viper, everyone. Lonely Viper, am I right? One of the things he always does, he uses Live constantly, and he does the stupidest stuff with it, and he does it just to mess with me. When I'm watching his content, he just messes with me, brings in... Anyway, Live, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, let's get into it.
Yeah, going into map number 2 in match number 1 here, once again, powered by Live.
I really want to see the players dancing on stage, because the thing is, it's the physicality, right? You can physically see the players on the stage, and you can see them on the screen at the same time, and it's all one-to-one, right? When you see them moving. REKT, if you can hear me, can you start dancing? No?
They can't hear me. That's
so
good.
We just proved the noise-canceling headphones.
Exactly. They can't hear us right now. The noise-canceling headphones are that good that they can't hear my penetrating voice. And let me tell you, my wife complains about my voice going through walls and waking her up when I'm playing VAIL at 2 a.m.
All right, we're getting right into it here with pistol round now. REKT starting out on Colonist as they're moving towards the armory site here. Looks like a heavy push here. All 4 with only 1 in the middle, which is Clev.
Again, there is somebody we told about REKT straight into the B site, getting the initial kill and giving the game away. You can see the rest of Cobra Cartel now collapsing as fast as they can. Now that's one of the main things about Mara, is it's a big map. Basil Maz with a pick on Orzo.
Orzo trying to fall back there, reposition and try and play retake with his team, but
Scan's
get
going
taken
in.
down.
Scan's going in. There it is. And you know what? The thing I love / hate about REKT is they put the scanner in such a horrible location to disable. There we go, chill step. Taking down another, and that is showing REKT maintaining the dominance on pistol-only rounds. Nadix picking up another, and we're down to just 1 Cobra Cartel with only 27 seconds left on the clock to not only try and push through, but to try and disable that scan. Once again, it doesn't matter if he kills all of REKT, he still has to get the disable in, and they are hunting him down from every angle. Padilla picking up chill step. Clev finds him, shuts it down. REKT get the first point on the second map.
Yeah, absolutely. REKT, beautiful job there. Beautiful job on defense, or on the offense. And, pushing through on that B side. They're running 4-1, 4 going through the main tunnel, 1 going through the mid. Chill step there in the mid, controlling anybody rotating and trying to come across those zip lines or even through the catwalks in the mid.
And now we're going to be kicking it off into round number 2, the first gun round that we're going to see here, as REKT is going to be working towards the yellow room site here, spiral site, into A. They've got 2 players as well in middle right now, riding along, following Nadix as he tries to enter, and he's going to have the battle.
Wow, what a nade by Nadix.
Picks up 270. I don't know who that is. They've subbed that one in when we weren't looking. Gosh darn it. Anyway, great nade. You see coming out Nadix angrily coming through the side, but
Z-Link, huge 2 entries on Nadix and Basil Maz there.
You love to see it. Now, they know where the attack is coming from. Have they identified the scanner? So, we haven't met... Wow, Mikkel picking up chill step, and they've got, for the first time on Mar, they've got the numbers advantage.
And scanner down. They got scanner control, too.
Yep.
Yeah, Cobra in a 3-on-2 situation here. Good control on site.
Yep, you can see on the minimap, there's a flashing kind of orb thing on the west side of the map. That is actually the scanner. Now, it's really important to point out, when the scanner is down, that really is a disadvantage for the attackers. Tarmac picking up Z-Link.
Now it's all up to Orzo here in a 1v2 situation. He's going to go to work on Clev, but he's not going to take him. Clev's going to grab that one. That's going to be 2-0 in favor of REKT.
Yeah, it was looking good there for Cobra Cartel in the beginning, man. Z-Link with that double kill right there through the main tunnel, or through the new tunnel, and really controlling the scanner, but they ran out of options by that time. There was very little defense left, and good teamwork there on the offense to retake that.
Yeah, and one thing I was trying to point out was when the scanner is down, it is a huge disadvantage for the attackers, because all the defenders then have to do, they don't have to defend the site. They just have to defend that scanner, because once the time runs out, they win, right? It's a point for the defender. So all they have to do at that point is hold that scanner, and it means everything.
Yeah, absolutely correct. You'll see a lot of teams adjust to that once they identify where that scanner is and just hold that site instead of the actual site. Clev, good nade entry here on Michael as REKT starts executing. Orzo swings out, picks up 2. Huge from Orzo. He gets 3!
What? Whoa. Orzo on the tear!
That's the Orzo we needed to see this whole time.
Just getting involved. Orzo gets 4.
4K. He's going for the ace, ladies and gentlemen.
Everybody else stand down.
270 steals it from it, but Cobra Cartel getting the first point on the board. They needed that. They needed to bring this game back, and they are doing it.
Wow, I mean, there's nothing else to say, but Orzo, man, what an amazing job. 4K there. Let's hear it for Orzo, folks. Let him hear it in his headphones. Give them that hype that they need over there. Let's keep it up. Let's keep it going, boys.
Yeah, huge round from Orzo there. Big 4K coming in as that REKT trying to entry onto that armory site. REKT's going to make an adjustment here. They're going to send, looks like 3 up into the catwalk here, and then 1 on each side.
That was really worth noting. When I was speaking to REKT, they were talking about how they love to hold the middle ground. They love to hold the high ground, whereas Cobra kind of tend to stay off those main areas.
Yeah, they really only have Michael here. He's going to have to fall back from this nade as Chillstep tries to put some shots down on him. Meanwhile, Z-Link's going to pick one up. He's going to take down Basil Maz, and now it's a 5-on-4 in favor of Cobra Cartel. Cobra Cartel being really smart here and falling back now, knowing that they have the numbers advantage.
Yeah, I mean, Cobra Cartel maybe bolstered by that point. I know it's only 1 point, but that point can be everything you need. You're breaking the seal. You're reminding yourself, guys, we know how to play this. We know how to do this. What are we doing?
Yeah, they're on the board now. They must be feeling good about that one. That might be the turnaround that Cobra Cartel here needs to get battling back and maybe take map number 2.
But I mean, look at it. REKT have slowed down. Okay, I mean, Cobra Cartel don't know where the actual strike. Claire picking up Z-Link, Tia on the immediate refrag, and that's teamwork, ladies and gentlemen.
That's a really good refrag there from Patia and picking that one up. But REKT is right now moving up very slowly towards the Armory site. Orzo has no idea that he's about to come down on the Chillstep's about to come down right behind him.
But he's behind the pillar. He hears the
Orzo hears
footsteps.
him, but it doesn't matter. Chillstep takes him down. Good enter on the rear of the site. Now they have full site control all around. Tarmac going to take down Michael. Now it is a 2-on-3 situation in favor of REKT, and they're going to be easily able to get the scanner planted here.
Yeah, and again, once again, that's the thing about MAR, right? When you're the defender and you're on the other side of the map, it's such a stressful situation to kind of cross that abyss in the middle, especially because you just don't know if there's going to be ambushes there or not.
270 getting quickly involved here. Going to try and find Tarmac, but unable to. Sorry, Nadix. Or Tarmac. They're both in the same spot. Yeah, now coming in through the hole in the wall. Cobra Cartel's going to look to make the entry right here now. They got to retake the site. They're up against 3 right now. A little bit awkward position. 270 taking down Nadix, but Chillstep swinging out. Now it's a 1-on-1. 1v1 with 270 against Chillstep right now.
But he's almost out of time. He's got about 14 seconds to disable. He's trying to, and he's one-handing the gun, and you love to see it. He stumbles. No! Tarmac takes him down. REKT now 3-1 up. And I know I said no, but I'm always an underdog boy.
No, I mean, amazing job there by, well, we're figuring out 270 is good step. Yeah.
Good bet.
Good bet.
Good bet. Good bet's coming in as 270. Let's go, folks. Let's hear it for Good Bet.
It's a good bet, but yeah, I mean, amazing job there by Good Bet. And what we're seeing there at the end is he holding the scanner, trying to defuse and get the kill at the same time as he was running out of time, but still had to try to survive that 7 seconds on the defuse there. Yeah. Just pre-firing that known spot that where they come over the top, but not connecting.
At some point today, we're going to see someone disable a scan, have a gun in one hand, scanner in the other, and still get a kill and be a hero. I want to see it. I want to see it anyway as we go into round 5.
And REKT's going to be trying to execute fast on this A site right now. Good Bet holding back there, trying to take down these 2 coming through tunnels as Clev takes down Patia, but Z-Link's going to trade that frag out on Clev. Z-Link another 2K here holding sight.
Nadix, the monster, picking up a 2K just like that. No delay between the 2 kills. You just see him. He just processes constantly. You know, he doesn't kill, stop, reload. He gets the trigger on, takes down one, takes down another. There is no delay. There's no delay in reaction from that guy.
Now it's a 2-on-3 situation in favor of REKT now. Cobra Cartel, Orzo, and Michael still left up as REKT has some site control here.
Yeah, and they have
Tarmac's looking for Michael. He takes him down. Now it's all up to Orzo in a 1v3 situation as the scan comes out from Nadix.
Orzo has an opportunity, but it's 1 versus 3. Now, something we haven't really talked about too much is the audio in this game is so important. Listen to those footsteps. You see Orzo slow right down, and that's because he doesn't want to give away his position. He wants to be silent on his entry. He's working against the clock, but ultimately, if he gives away his spot, he knows he's going to be played. He goes live now. Because he's made the footsteps, he's thrown those nades, he knows he's got nothing left to lose, and he's running out of time.
So swinging out here, trying to get involved, but Nadix going to take him down. Is that 3K or 4K for Nadix that
I think
round?
that was a 3K, but Nadix.
Yeah, and a lot of that right there at the end was all audio. That was everybody being patient, waiting behind walls, and using that peeker's advantage, which is, like Radar said, a major factor in this game. You know, getting that audio, staying slow, and listening for those footsteps and peeking at the right time.
Yep. And it's a game changer, and it's something I played a lot of this game. I've played hundreds of hours of this game, and I still don't use the audio quite enough. You know, like when you see these other players doing it, I honestly how do you know? If you got like a 6th sense, how do you keep doing that? Like, and I know you're working off the audio, but I just can't do it to the degree that some of these players do. And maybe it's because I'm old. I don't know.
It's the headphones and kids just blowing their eardrums out.
Right. You think with a lack of hair, I'd be able to make up for it with more like audible senses because the hair would be in the way as they push into B site. REKT. Going in hard, but they've lost momentum as they lose 2 of their players. They take down 1 Cobra Cartel defender, and it's a 4 versus 3 situation. They know where the strike is. You can see the rest of Cobra Cartel all collapsing on B-side. Basil's picking down Z-Link.
Now Chillstep up in the catwalk here as Basil Mask getting the scan down. Michael's trying to look for a frag onto Basil. Basil's going to swing out. Shots ringing both ways. Neither player can find each other. Michael switches to pistol. Basil switches to pistol.
Oh my pistols!
Michael takes him down. Now it is a 1 versus 2. It's all up to Nadix here against Michael and Patia. Nadix takes down Michael. Now it is a 1v1. Cobra Cartel really needs this round, down 4-1 right now.
It doesn't matter if it's a 3 versus 1. When Nadix is that 1, you're like, oh, come on, really? This might be 3 of us, but we're still kind of at a disadvantage right now.
Patia really trying to find him. He gets him.
And with enough time to disable the scan as well, Cobra Cartel are going to take this one.
Huge clutch there from Patia in that 1v1. That's going to be 4-2 in favor of REKT.
There was nothing less to say there, but Patia just really clutching things there and keeping calm and also listening for them footsteps. But going against Nadix 1v1, Patia coming on top, that's huge. That's a huge victory right there for their team.
Absolutely, absolutely. One thing we haven't mentioned about Mar as well is they are zip lines. It's a big map, right? So what they've done to kind of combat the fact that it's a huge map and to cross it as a defender in low time, there are zip lines. The thing about the zip lines, though, is they are very audible. You hear the zzzz, and a lot of players wait for that. You set up, a lot of players set up kind of ambush points where they wait for those zip lines to try and take them down, but it makes a huge difference with such a huge map. Great, great technical point.
Yeah, now REKT's going to be setting up for an A-site take here with the catwalk. Tarmac's trying to get involved here on Patia, but neither player able to find each other. Tarmac's going to fall back here. Chillstep now getting involved in catwalk. REKT might rotate here. Looks like they're positioning for it.
You love it. You love it. They've got enough time to do it. They've kind of faked out an A push. You can see them slowly crossing through the center area, trying to get anyone on the rotate while they rotate themselves to the B site. And it's those kind of next level plays that make a team like this, that puts them to the next level, right? It puts them from a gold to a platinum.
Yeah, but they're in a little bit of an awkward spot now as REKT's rotating off, but Cobra Cartel's rotating back to the site that REKT's rotating to as Michael takes down Chillstep here. Now there's a 5-on-4 situation, and REKT really only has mid control as Z-Link finds Nadix. Z-Link finds VAIL. Huge 2K there from Z-Link. Z-Link apparently the king of 2Ks on this map. And now it is a 2-on-5. Tarmac finding Goodbet. Orzo finding Clev, and now it's all up to Tarmac. Just like that, it is a 1v4 with 40 seconds left on the clock.
I mean, I know we keep talking about Nadix, but they're on no, well, you know,
Tarmac one-handed on the zip line.
Oh,
you got to be kidding me,
I mean, I said to be a one-handed kill. I didn't think it'd be a zip line one-handed kill, ladies and gentlemen. What a play!
Yeah, amazing job. I mean, yeah, REKT decided to go from A, start in A and then rotate to B midway through. And then you could see it in the background. Mikkel was rotating back to A, and then you heard the footsteps, went back to B, and those rotations was what key. He made those moves quickly and made his decision right off the bat, and it paid off big time.
Absolutely. Now, I know I keep going on about Nadix the monster, but there's no weak links in REKT. They are all top-level players, and all of them are capable of carrying.
Cobra Cartel is coming out, and they're coming out firing right now.
Yep, REKT is going for a fast execute on A here, though. Nadix swinging out fast, getting the nades out, trying to work on Goodbet. Goodbet going to fall back here. Wait for some support. Now we're seeing the rotates come out from Cobra Cartel. Orzo's pushed through as well. They know that they're not going Armory. Goodbet takes down Nadix. Patia takes down Tarmac. Patia takes down VAIL. And now it's a 2-on-5. Excellent hold here from Cobra.
Chillstep bringing it back.
The monster.
2K. What? Clef bringing this back. REKT were down to just 2 players, and they brought it to a 2 versus 2 now.
And just like that, they're going to be able to get the scan out here as Michael and Orzo are in a little bit of an awkward position. They're going to be forced to retake into the site now. Basically, the roles are now reversed. Orzo and Michael have to get into the site while Chillstep and the other REKT member have to defend it.
You know, another thing we haven't mentioned? Oh, you know what? Let's focus on the action. Clef now, point
blank.
He comes through the lineup. What? But Mikkel's ready for it. Tucks in, gets the flanker.
It's Chillstep versus Michael now. Michael has bomb control here, but Chillstep is right around the corner. Chillstep hears the scan come out. Chillstep's going to come out. Michael's one hand on gun. Takes him out, but he's still on the D. Pros don't fake.
No!
He gets open!
Oh, 1 second away.
Oh, no!
And Chillstep picks Mikkel. Mikkel fumbles, and you can
he knows
see
it
the
too.
distraught look in his face. He was half a second away from getting that point.
My goodness, yeah, I mean, man, you could watch it, when they put the scan in, you should have watched Clef. I don't know if you guys caught it on the screen there or not, but Clef put the scan in and he raised his hand as high as he could right before he finished the scan. That puts the scanner at arm's reach. There's no way you can tuck behind the artifact and try to hide when the scan is 6 foot above your head.
I mean, there's so many little meta plays at REKT, dude. Like little things like that. They make it so hard to disable that scan.
And Mikkel was 1 second away from a defuse. If he would have held on to that for one more second, that was it.
And he knew it as well. He knew it.
Yeah. Now
So one thing, like very quickly, for the people who can see the players live on stage. Oh, sorry, Orzo interrupting me with a rude grenade, taking down Basil Maz.
Yeah, we switch sides
And
here.
Clef coming back with the nade on Orzo.
Great nade to nade play.
Huge hold here by Chillstep. We've switched sides, and now Cobra is now on pistol here, trying to execute their first colonist round. Z-Link's going to work on Tarmac, going to take him down. Now it is a 2-on-2 situation here. Cobra does have the scanner right now, and they've got lots of time on the clock. They can go anywhere on the map right now.
Yep. Worth pointing, again, Cobra Cartel are now the aggressors, REKT are now the defenders. And in my opinion, Ma, as balanced as it is, it still favors, in my opinion, favors the colonists, favors the attackers. And we saw the Cobra Cartel was still able to eke out 3 points on the defense. Now they're on the offense. They've got the advantage. There's 2 versus 2 situation. And they want to show that they can take a pistol round against the unstoppable pistoliers, REKT.
Well, let's take note that Patia with the scanner is rotating all the way over to the opposite side with no defenders now. You know, you get that scan.
Oh yeah, Z-Link is just holding this site, like baiting out. And REKT have no idea that really the scans will be going on the B side.
Yeah, Z-Link's been making noise on the stairway there the whole time.
Now I'm very confused.
Patia's coming back. They might be going for a double fake here.
I think they've just double faked
REKT's
themselves,
not fighting, though. Nadix takes down Z-Link, and now it's all up to Patia in a 1v2 situation. He's in a little bit of an awkward spot here on the wrong site. He's not going to see Chillstep in the corner. He has no idea it's there. And then Chillstep finds him, and that's a 3K from Chillstep.
Headshot.
Dude, it was Chillstep being extremely quiet there because the offense, they never heard any sounds on that site.
Right.
And they thought it was clear, and that's why he called Patia back. He called Patia back on that rotation. Patia was clear on the other side with an easy opportunity to put that scan in, but there was no sounds coming from the offense. They gave 0 audio cue off there, and Patia got called back to put the scan in. That's why he ran in.
REKT's patience paying dividends there. REKT were patient, they were quiet, and that just fooled Cobra Cartel. You're absolutely on the money with that. I was confused what I was seeing, but you've nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. See, it's such a quiet approach from Cobra Cartel right now.
Sneaky snakes.
Sneaky snakes pushing 2 through the B.
Yeah, they're going to be working all 5 through Armory Refinery here. Tarmac's going to be the first to see him, but Tarmac, nice and quiet, sneaking around himself. Swing, taking shots. Tarmac takes a little bit of damage, and here comes the execute. Cobra Cartel's coming in strong. Tarmac swings out. Tarmac takes out Tarmac.
Down. Oh no, you'll hate to see it down. But at least he took Orzo right before he took himself out.
Like another trade here. Trading all over the place into a 3-on-3 now. Michael looking for Nadix, finds him. Nice shot from Michael there.
And the scan is in. Right, ladies and gentlemen, the scan, just so you know, when you get close enough, you turn the scanner upside down, it brings up some orbs. Orbs you have to then align in order. If you get them out of order, it resets and you have to do it all over again. So it's not just a straightforward thing, it's just holding the controller there. Drop shot coming in, doesn't find anyone. Basil Maz and Clev trying to retake the site. They've got about 20 seconds to do so.
Clev's going to find good bet now, and it's a 2-on-2. Still have to find 2 members of Cobra and defuse the artifact or interrupt the scan. Patia's going to swing out, take down Clev. Now it's all up to Basil. Basil takes down Michael.
Michael was not ready for it. He misheard the audio. Basil's running out. Wow.
Basil's on the
Patia's going to let the...
Oh, he one-hands him!
One-hand drop.
There it was, ladies and gentlemen. I said it was going to happen. I didn't know it was going to happen so soon. Basil Maz with the disable and the one-handed kill. You love to see it.
That was intense, man. That was super intense. And what a one-handed shot. I mean, it's hard enough to hit people with 2 hands in this game, but defuse and one-handed while the guy's in a drop shot motion.
Yeah.
I mean,
there's a reason these guys are on this stage, and I'm sat here talking about it rather than playing it.
We didn't want to say that.
Yeah,
but
thanks, man. Thank you. Thank you very much for that.
Now, it looks like Cobra's going to set up for a little bit more mid-control here as they're sending 2 players towards the catwalk, but still going for this refinery side. Something they probably worked on here, feel confident about it. Michael's up in the catwalk right now with Z-Link down lower, watching outside that container area outside the A site. Slow execute here from Cobra. They're just hanging out. They're trying to bait the utility right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Just one thing to point out. Whenever the camera shows the players on stage, and for anyone watching live, you can see that on the front they've got these lit visors. When those visors go dark, it means they're dead. So you can actually see who's alive and dead on the stage via the visors. So you see it on REKT right now, they're all green. Just watch. The moment any one of them dies, that will go dark. You'll know that player is out.
Yeah, we're seeing a real slow approach here from Orzo and Patia, and this is the audio cues that we keep talking about. You know, Tarmac has no idea there's anybody here. You know, he may have heard a footstep, he may have heard a little bit of gun clatter, but he has no idea how many people are here.
Yeah.
And this is what's going to give him that movement. Orzo making some movements now, going to give off that audio.
Yeah, now we're starting to see some rotates out here from REKT as Nadix is using the back zip line now. Michael's heading towards the A site now, probably going to find Basil up in that catwalk area.
Yeah, we've got a big rotation coming in here now. They faked the one side, they're moving all across the other. They're drawing in the defense.
Yeah, they're in a little bit of an awkward position now. Everybody's sort of in the middle of the map here, but no control on A site right now
but
from
look
REKT.
at this, though. We've got a little bit of a cheeky cross, a little cheeky kind of rotate from the puck holder through to A site. They were doing a B side attack, and REKT are unsure now. Where is this attack coming from? Bazelmas takes on Mikkel, and it's all down to 2 players now on Cobra Cartel. Patia and Orzo. Patia with the puck. Now REKT are closing down on A side, but they're not giving up B side completely.
Yeah, it's a 4-on-2 situation right here with limited time left on the clock. We only got 5 seconds. Patia's not going to be able to get the scanner set up, and looks like Cobra Cartel's going to run out of time here. No time left for Orzo as he dies to Nadix after the round. And now REKT is 1 point away from taking match number 1 and going to the finals.
Cobra Cartel on the edge right now. They've been playing amazing, but REKT have been playing slightly better. Cobra Cartel are on the edge of the abyss.
Yeah.
Lamp, what do they do?
Cobra Cartel needed better communication on that one. The original plan was good. They started off slow, they took over, and they faked that site. But when they rotated, Patia got way ahead of the group. He had the scanner, but he had no backup. So if he got that scan in, Orzo was the other member still coming through mid and not around to protect.
I mean, Cobra Cartel, again, they're on the edge of going out right now, ladies and gentlemen. They're playing for that first position, not playing for third, they're not playing for second, they're playing for first, and they're about to go out of the competition, out of the striking range of that $35,000 prize pool. And REKT know it. REKT are hungry. REKT want to go to the end, and they are showing their skill. They still haven't lost that pistol round.
Look at the angle there from Chillstep as he trades with Goodbag. Klev's going to take down Z-Ling. Klev's going to grab Patia as well. Michael's right there, though, to take him down, but still, it's a 2-on-3 now. Cobra Cartel is down numbers here in a must-win round if they want to compete in the finals here.
But look at REKT's lineup. They don't give up any map control. They're still 1-1-1 across the map. They aren't panicking. They aren't crashing to either side. They're playing their game. They're playing it slow. They've got points to spare, and they're playing intelligent.
Trading shots out there with Michael.
Tarmac now. Here's the audio. He wants to shut down anyone.
Tarmac's on the flank. Orzo has to watch out here as Orzo swings out, finds Tarmac.
Yep,
nice read
the
there.
Audio. Here's the audio. Comes out firing.
Now Basil trying to come through hole in the wall. They're looking at each other through the glass. Reminder, you can't shoot through that glass. It is not bulletproof. So a little bit awkward here for Michael and Basil as they say hi to each other, exchange some shots here. Basil's going to fall back, wait for his teammate as you see that he is rotating through the middle of the map.
Scan's going out. Scan's going out. There it is. 45 seconds now, ladies and gentlemen. There might have been 20 seconds left on the clock, but now it's 40 seconds left as the scan goes in, and now the attackers become the defenders. Cobra Cartel doing everything they can to stay in this. Orzo and Michael, the only hope for them to stay one more round. Bazelmas takes down Orzo, and it's a 2 versus 1. They come out firing, looking for that last player, looking for that taste of victory, looking to take map number 2.
And here comes the interrupt. Nadix on the site. Michael is not going to be able to see him from his angle. He has to get involved here. Come on, Michael. And then Basil finds him. And that's going to be map number 1.
Let's hear it for REKT, ladies and gentlemen. They take match number 1.
Yeah, amazing job. I mean, simply just amazing. I mean, we've seen REKT do this over and over throughout the playoffs and throughout the online seeding, and they're just proving, you know, their talent and their ability to hit shots, man. It's in good communication. Let's give it up for REKT, boys.
Let's give it up for Cobra Cartel as well. They put on an amazing match, ladies and gentlemen. Cobra Cartel.
Yeah, well played by everybody here. Cobra Cartel is falling a little bit short, but they're still going to be competing for 3rd place and $5,000 in match number 3. REKT will be moving on to the final match for playing for the top prize, number 1, $20,000.
Oh, what an opening match. I mean, listen, we knew REKT were the favorite. We knew Cobra Cartel were the underdogs, but, I mean, REKT showed what they're capable of.
They really did. Yeah, and it wasn't just one player. You know, we talked about Nadix, talked about Clev, but everybody really participated in that. There was nobody really struggling on the kill-death ratios. Just really good top talent coming through.
Yeah, hopefully we're going to see VAIL now come and talk to the winning team. I can see him over there. He's hungry to talk to them. Chillstep, obviously eager to discuss the victory. Meanwhile, man, that is just a taste of what's to come. I mean, we've got Vortex versus Royal Strive, which arguably 2 more equal teams, right? They are, you know, again, we saw the underdog versus the favorites. Next, we're going to see the 2 floaters, right? We're going to see Vortex, who are a very powerful team, versus Royal Strive, who are another powerful team.
I'm extremely hyped for this next matchup as well. I mean, this next matchup is, you know, your 2 and your 3. I mean, either one of these teams could go number 1.
Yep. And they were watching that match, man. You know they were making notes. They were making notes on every single thing REKT did because they want to be able to counterattack, counteract, and take those points. But anyway, I think we're ready to cut to VAIL right now, who's got Natix on stage.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and make some noise for Natix and REKT. All right, Nadix, you're coming here from Venezuela here at a professional LAN for VAIL. $35,000 up for grabs for the prize pool. And you guys just dominated the first series of the day. How does it feel to play on LAN?
Pretty surreal. Like, am so in shock that this is happening, basically. And I'm just so grateful for everyone here, my family, my friends, my teammates, everybody. So yeah, I'm pretty freaking excited to be here.
All right, so coming up next, you're going to be playing in the grand finals. All right, being on this main stage, you got a little bit of nerves going through you, or are you cooler than the other side of the pillow right now?
I'm pretty chill right now, but that just one side of me, it's just a little bit nervous, but I'm pretty confident.
Hey, you know what? Your gameplay shows how confident you are. Congratulations. Can't wait to see you on the stage next time. Let's send this back over to the analyst desk. Let's go ahead and get hyped.
Let's get hyped.
Yeah,
So, Lampy, baby, what was that? That was amazing is what that was.
We saw what we always seen in REKT in the last few weeks, month or so. REKT didn't really do anything crazy out there. They were just playing their game. They played what they know. It was the same types of setups like we saw on Kitty. We saw Nadix on the B side. We saw Clev in the middle. We saw Chillstep and them on the A side. That's the same kind of setup we saw going through all the way through the playoffs in the seeding. And really nothing. They don't need to change anything.
That's
it's
what they
working.
were saying yesterday.
It's working.
In the interviews, they're like, what are we doing wrong? Nothing. What are we going to change? Probably nothing. Unless things don't start working for us, we don't need to change it up. What we're doing is working. We're getting those points. We're getting those kills. We're getting the maps.
Yeah, no, I mean, we saw it on Mar. They played Mar the exact same way that we saw before, right? The 2 in the catwalk and the 3 to the sites.
Yep.
They didn't change anything.
And their patience. Like, they didn't rotate quickly. You know, even though there was an action going on one of the sides, the map is large. It's an extremely large map, and it takes a lot of time to rotate, so people get nervous. Players get nervous, and they want to move across because they're afraid they're going to mess up.
Yep.
But they were calm. They were collective. They didn't rotate until they absolutely needed to, and I think that communication probably came through the headsets.
No, was it that Cobra Cartel were better on Mar, or was it the REKT were a better team on Kitty? Which was it? Was it Cobra Cartel better on 1?
I think
or REKT less good on 1? I mean, they still won by a fair margin, but
I think Cobra Cartel's style just played better on Mar. They were able to take their time and rotate through.
Yeah. What do you think?
Well, I think that was a fantastic match, and that was match number 1, which was powered by Live. Right? Once again, if you don't know what Live is a tool for content creators in VR to do all kinds of cool stuff, to make cool videos, to do cool streaming stuff. Tons of first-party integrations with a ton of games, and I think right now we're going to roll into a little bit of a video feed about that.